Hello everyone, this is Priyanka Singh, and in this video today we are going to have a look at the new pattern of ALET 2022. You might be aware of that 2 days back ALET has introduced a new pattern. There's a new modified pattern, there's a new exam structure. Few things have changed, few things have remained the way they were. So let's understand what are the changes and how to go about it. So of course the biggest change is the paper pattern. So we will have a detailed look at it. And also they have changed their website. So there's a new website wherein you have to go to apply for the ALET exam. The entire entrance exam details are on that website. I'll also inform you about that as well. So let us first have a look at what was the earlier structure so that we would have a bit of clarity how it has changed from the old pattern and what is the what exactly is the new pattern now. So earlier we can see ALET was an exam for 150 questions and total marks were also 150 marks, and the exam time for IELTS is 90 minutes. That means 1.5 hour. And those five sections were, all these 150 questions were spread across five sections. So English language section had 35 questions with 35 marks. Then current affairs and general knowledge में 35 questions होते थे. Legal reasoning used to come for another 35 marks, logical reasoning another 35. So these four sections had equal weightage, and numerical aptitude or maths had 10 questions. So this was the exam structure, we can say, from the year that ALET started till ALET in 2021, and with 2022 ALET is going to have a completely new exam structure or pattern. Let us have a detailed look at it. So as per the new pattern, the paper is going to have only 3 sections. मतलब अब पहले की तरह 5 सेक्शन नहीं होंगे. Paper would only have 3 sections, and what are going to be those 3 sections and have the weightage of any particular thing as changed. Let's have a look. So section A would be of English language, contributing to 50 questions and leading to 50 marks. Current affairs and general knowledge, they have specifically mentioned current affairs. So current affairs is what we have been reading, that's ongoing thing. And when we say general knowledge, that's where that general knowledge means the static knowledge, which could be from history, geography, polity, science, economics. So that general knowledge would essentially means here static GK. Also the legal knowledge could also be a part of general knowledge. So that particular section would be 30 questions leading to 30 marks. And the biggest section is logical reasoning, which would be having 70 questions and leading to 70 marks. This becomes the kind of most important section in the ALET paper. 70 questions out of 150, that means this particular section is almost like it's comprising half the weightage of the entire paper. So when we say logical reasoning, we know the usual reasoning would come. Now couple of you might say, would it only be critical reasoning, would it only be analytical reasoning? So that is something you should not guess. When we say logical reasoning, it means both. The CR would also be a part of it, and analytical reasoning would also be a part of it. So let's not get into the guessing work and guess that कि ये ज़्यादा आएगा ये वो कम आएगा. Conventionally ALET has asked more questions on analytical reasoning and lesser on critical reasoning, but last year के पेपर में critical reasoning ज़्यादा था. तो आई थिंक गेस वर्क से हमें यहाँ बचना चाहिए. एंड कुछ भी आप अभी ये मान के चलिए कि दोनों लॉजिकल रीजनिंग सेक्शन का पार्ट हो सकते हैं. नाउ द बिग क्वेश्चन इज दैट when we look at the name of these particular sections, we can see English language being featured here. We can see current affairs and general knowledge, and we can see logical reasoning. Where is the legal and where is the maths? Now as far as legal is concerned, as per the official notification, they have said that legal principle may be used in the logical reasoning section to test candidates of their understanding and familiarity of legal reasoning. But the examination will not require any prior knowledge of law or technical understanding of legal principles or legal term. So this could be still be like earlier, our fact principle kind of questions would still be there, would still be tested under the logical reasoning section. There's no separate legal section now. Legal would be asked inside the logical reasoning section. And also another important thing, would maths be there? So again, they have not mentioned any categorically, they have not named any section as maths, but there are a couple of topics which could be asked in logical reasoning, or which could be like numerical aptitude or numerical reasoning, because there are a couple of exams like if you look at SLAT, वहाँ पे मैथ के क्वेश्चन एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग में भी आते हैं. सो आई थिंक अगेन इट वी वुड से गेस वर्क यहाँ पे नहीं करना चाहिए. हो सकता है न्यूमेरिकल एप्टीट्यूड या न्यूमेरिकल रीजनिंग करके कुछ क्वेश्चंस आ जाए लॉजिकल रीजनिंग में, बट दैट हैज़ टू बी सीन अनलेस यू नो ALET releases any sample paper. Now the marking scheme remains the same. For every correct answer, you will be getting 1 mark. For every incorrect answer, for every negative answer, by here negative I mean every incorrect answer, you will be deducted 0.25 marks. So marking scheme remains the same. Total 150 questions, and the paper would be of 150 marks. Now the tiebreaker mechanism that they are following is earlier the tiebreaker used to be the legal section. One who has higher marks in the legal would be given a better rank. Now the tiebreaker section would be the logical reasoning, which is of 70 marks. So if two candidates have got the total marks, or they've got the same total marks, the one who has got higher marks in logical reasoning would be given a higher rank. In case there's a tie in this scenario, then their age would be checked, and somebody who's higher age will be given preference, or seniority will be given preference. One who's older in age would be given a higher rank here. And if there's a tie in the marks of logical reasoning, and also they happen to be of the same age, then there would be computerized draw of lots to resolve the tie. Now new website. Earlier the website of NLU Delhi was nludelhi.ac.in. Now for entire ALET application process and exam details, they have come up with a new website which is National Law University Delhi.in. So if you have to apply for ALET exam, you have to go to this particular website and not this. There you will get the entire application process details and how to go about it. The important dates: the application has started from 17th Jan. The last date to apply is 7th April. Admit card would be released on 21st April, and the exam date is 1st May 2022, and the exam time is morning 10 to 11:30 a.m. So 1st May is the ALET exam. That's important date that you need to keep in mind. As far as eligibility is concerned, class 12, somebody who has already passed class 12 or is writing class 12 this year can go for this particular exam. The minimum qualifying marks is 45% marks in your class 12, and candidates who are studying in class 12 can definitely apply, and there's no age limit. Now, as far as seats are concerned, the total seats are 110, which are filled through the ALET merit, and there are 10 seats which are which are supernumerary seats, okay, or for which there's a direct admission on merit. These 10 seats are reserved for actually 5 for the foreign nationals and 5 for the OCI or person of Indian origin. and these admissions or these seats are particularly filled on the merit basis. uh, a candidate need not write ALET if they are applying for these particular seats. Okay, another condition that is being here, foreign nationals, OCI or PIOs are exempted for ALET but should have 65% marks in the qualifying exam. And then additional supernumerary seats, one for Kashmiri migrant and two seats for residents of Jammu Kashmir. So the total seats at National Law School Delhi in any academic year happens to be 123, out of which 110 are filled through ALET exam. Test cities, IELTS has roughly around 24 test centers across the various parts of India, and I'm sure you will be able to locate any test center closer to your city. So they have a decent number of test cities in India. Now, the application fee for general and OBC candidate is 3,050 rupees. In case of SC/ST and person with disabilities is 1,050, and below poverty applicants of SC/ST categories are exempted from application fee. So for a general, for most of the people, the application fee would come around rupees 3,050 rupees. So that's all about ALA 2022. That's the recent update. We'll update you more if any kind of sample paper comes from the National Law School Delhi. And that's it. Keep your prep going on. Don't change it, because only the structure has changed. Not many things have still changed. They're still the same. For any query, you can connect with me at priyanka5980 @gmail.com. Thank you. Bye bye.